Hello YouTube viewer, are you there? I'm here to seduce you with my fragrance. So welcome to my channel. As you can see from the background and from my t-shirt, spring is in the air, and for those of you that are not for the first time here, my mustache is also gone, so you have already noticed this. But today I'm gonna talk for one of my absolute all-time favorite fragrances, and not only this, but I'm gonna start a new series, a new playlist entitled Revolutionary Fragrances. I have a very nice personal story to tell you about this fragrance, Aiming of Thierry Mugler. But first, let me speak about some technical details and characteristics of this amazing fragrance. Do you hear this? Yes, I'm in a small village. You can see my chicken. I'm gonna tell you another fun story after about these chickens. Amen of Thierry Mugler, also known for many of you as Angel for Men, was launched in 1996. At that time, I was a very poor student in Paris, studying philosophy. The nose behind the fragrance is Monsieur Jacques Euclier, a senior parfumier now working at Givaudan. Unfortunately, my bottle is finished, but I still have a taster, a sample here. So I already sprayed on my wrist. I'm gonna spray again here. And I'm going to tell you what's inside and how it smells like. This is warm, spicy, sweet caramel, vanilla, coffee, woody scent. It's a bomb that's gonna last forever and will keep you warm during the winter nights, and also will keep you in the good mood during the summer. The longevity is very strong and persistent, long-lasting fragrance. The eau de parfum and also the eau de toilette, even the eau de toilette will last on your skin up to 6-8 hours, on your clothes 2-3 days. So this is very long lasting parfum. The sillage, le sillage, this is the projection of the parfum. It's enormous, so people will smell you far away from you, and can even feel an empty room, even if you spray just a little bit on yourself. So this is an explosion of scent around you. The price of 50 milliliters is between 45 to 60 euros, sorry, but also dollars, depends of the retailer, of course. So as you can understand, it's a very good deal for the price. And you know me, I love good deals. I hate spending money for expensive fragrances that doesn't worth the money, like for Tom Ford, for example. Tom Ford, watch yourself. A small disclaimer before you continue: this is not a sponsored channel, so I have the freedom to bitch around as much as I want, and I'm telling you as everything I really think, and it crosses my mind. So I don't care, I'm not a political correct person, and this is my channel, alright, bitches. Okay, so let's continue, guys, with notes. Top notes of this parfum, according to Fragrantica. Top notes are lavender, mint, coriander, green notes, and bergamot. I personally Don't smell any green notes here. I'm sorry. I don't smell any lavender, any mint, and any coriander, even bergamot. Everything I smell here is vanilla, coffee, tonka bean, sugar, and sweet stuff. Middle notes are the heart of the perfume. But if you don't smell any top notes, it's normal, because the top small notes are the notes that are extremely volatile, so they can last, some of them, some seconds. And the middle notes, the heart of this amazing fragrance, it's caramel, patchouli, honey, milk, cedarwood, jasmine, and lily of the valley. As you can see, so many middle notes, and this makes this fragrance so rich. Here we are going to the base notes. Coffee, yes. Vanilla, yes. Tonka bean, benzoin, amber, sandalwood, musk. What else you want? More. Oh, no, I'm kidding. So, this is amazing fragrance. And for those of you that don't know it yet, go ahead and buy it. It's not expensive. And as I can say, I'm not sponsored, so trust me. I read some reviews, and there was a guy who said, I love this perfume, but my girlfriend doesn't like it. Let me tell you straight away, if your girlfriend doesn't like this fragrance, this girl is not for you, so you have to dump her immediately. Aiming of Thierry Mugler, it's a revolutionary fragrance. It has its own distinctive personality. Sweetness, power, warmness, hugging, sexuality, a statement, generosity, tolerance, gender-friendly, enjoying attention, metrosexual, not your old macho bullshit from the 80s. Yes, as I'm saying to you that this fragrance is revolutionary, it's because in 1996, this was probably one of the first very, very sweet fragrance created for men. And this gave the current state, the fashion of metrosexual men. A man who cares about his look, how he smells, and it's not predominantly macho monkey. Yes, there are few fragrances that change the history of perfumes, and this is one of those. I have my notes here, that's why I'm reading, because I had a research, I researched things, and I put my notes here and have a lot to talk about you. Right now, I want to share with you guys my personal story, how I first discovered this fragrance. It was, as I told you, in 1996, where it happened that I was a very, very poor student in Paris, studying philosophy. Paris is a horrible place to live when you don't have money, and this was my case. But as many international students, also I presume the case of other people. My budget was extremely limited, and I'm not joking here. But one day I was sick of this misery, and I wanted to go to see some nice shops, and it was my favorite at that time hobby was window licking, like watching from the outside the windows of the expensive shops. And I saw this very, very good looking store for fragrances, and of course I couldn't stop myself. My food walked me inside, and I followed my food, and I started smelling these fragrances because I wanted to smell nice. What is the reason people to buy perfumes? Well, there are two behind all the stupid marginal reasons to cover the bad smell, of course, there are too many reasons why people buy fragrances. One is to change the mood, and the other reason is to project into a new personality, people project themselves into a new character. And this is why people buy fragrances. It was the middle of the month and 2 weeks left before I got my monthly allowance, which was very low. It was enough just to buy food and to have some small indulgences, very, very small indulgences. But I went inside in this shop and I was thinking with the idea only to smell and to put something free, to smell good, to smell luxury, because I was miserable. And I discovered before, it was full of choice, but everything was bland and everything was like already smelled, déjà vu, boring stuff. And the lady came and told me, this is a new fragrance. Do you want to smell it? It was launched very, very recently. I said, yeah, put some. Generously, put. And as soon as I smelled this amazing, sensual, luxurious, unique, rich scent, I was projected in a new universe. The universe of happiness and money-free, no money-free state of mind where I was feeling good and luxurious. So of course, with my last money to the end of the month, I bought the fragrance and I didn't have any money left to buy food until the end of the month. But who cares? I ate canned ravioli for 2 weeks, but I was smelling extremely, extremely good, and it was enough for me. Yes, and you know what? I'll do it again, but thanks God, I'm not in the same position. So this is how I discovered Amen of Thierry Mugler. Guys, this is one of my all-time favorite fragrances, and I can tell you that this scent is timeless. The design of the bottle was created by Monsieur Thierry Mugler himself. He designed the packaging, but of course the fragrance was created from Jacques Euclier, very famous senior perfumier. Yes, what to tell you about this fragrance? Who would wear these days this fragrance? I'm gonna read some reviews from the funny reviews I read in Fragrantica about the fragrance. But I could tell you that many of you in these those reviews, they don't like this fragrance. And I don't understand why. If you don't like this perfume, you must have a stiff upper lips, absolutely macho, monkey, hairy, liking, I don't know what, who, and why, stuff without any personality, And you must be a boring person, nothing worse than a boring man without any interest, okay? Yes, this is the truth, because you must like this perfume. If you don't like it, I want to force you, even I can apply physical force to like it. That's how much I like this fragrance, alright? And I'm a very peaceful person. So you should like it. Sweetness. This is the first thing when you spray the fragrance is sweetness. Voluptuous smell of coffee and vanilla and sweetness, but not only this, like smooth food fragrance. No, they have a sexiness. People from Japan will say sexy. Sexy is the new sexy, alright? You smell musk. The musk gives this sexiness on this fragrance. And what is very interesting about this, it smells even better if you go under the rain. You can make your own experiment. Spray on yourself and go under the heavy rain. after a few seconds, you're gonna smell like a divine creature. And people's gonna ask you, what is this smell? Who is smelling like this? Yes, because with the water, some of the molecules of this fragrance, I don't know, they become even more divine, they expand, the silhouette is huge, more huge and huge, and it's really divine. Otherwise, you can try spraying yourself before to go in the shower, you're gonna see the difference. I'm not kidding here. It's not your typical boring stuff like men should smell. Of course, this is a revolution in the fragrances. It's very, very sweet. And if you like sweet personalities, you can project yourself in something more sweet, but it suits everyone. Everyone from the gym monkey, gym rat, to the tractor man, tractorist plowing the fields. Yes, imagine one very rough guy on the tractor in Kansas plowing the field with smelling like this. You would marry him immediately. I know, so don't hide it. And also, this is attracting attention because the projection, the sillage is very, very strong. People use smelly from far and it lasts very, very long time on your skin. Not speaking, not talking about the clothes, because on the clothes last for months. I even don't want to wash my clothes because I want them to smell like this. I love when clothes smells of experience, you know, smells of a little bit of sweat, a little bit of perfume, a little bit of cigarettes, a little bit of everything else. I like this to smell and to sniff, and I can start analyzing where I have been. I don't want to be extremely sweet here. I want to bitch a little bit here for people who doesn't like this fragrance. So, if you don't like this fragrance, I think you are a very conservative English gentleman who likes to ride horses. Nothing wrong with this, with the horses, poor animals, if you ride them. But you must be conservative person or a typical country bumpkin macho with hairy nose. You know what I mean? Because this fragrance is open-minded, is gender-free. Because nowadays we are speaking about gender tolerance. Doesn't matter woman or man, we have to, or transsexual, we have to be tolerant. And the difference, it's very, very blurred. You know, it's like very, very blurred between the genders. This is what this fragrance gave in the early 1996, and this is something historical. Let me read now for you some very nice reviews I found online. So this is what the username Skimore wrote on 2nd of February 2021. I discovered this way back in 2004. I had been separated from my wife for about 10 months and our divorce was imminent. I had been chatting up a hot little Colombian from Cali, and she told me that this was the one men's fragrance that made her knees weaken. Naturally, I rushed to the mall and bought a bottle at the first opportunity. When I first sampled it in the store, it hit me like a hammer. A huge, heavy sledgehammer carved from a block of solid cane sugar. I wore it several times clubbing and I was amazed by the results. I was constantly scoring with women 20 years younger than myself. They just couldn't stay away from me. Honestly, this juice turned me into a whore. What is this? I eventually vacationed in Colombia and hooked up with my colleague girl. What an epic experience. She got one whiff of Angel and turned into a hungry jungle cat. I just finished my second and last bottle of Angel for Men. I am 60 now and finally have the sense to realize I have outgrown this. Yes, I love this story. I am also very curious about to find out your personal story about this fragrance. So write me down a review or your thoughts. Write me a comment and let me know what you are thinking. This was epic fragrance, revolutionary scent that changed the sexuality of the people from 1996 like Madonna did, alright? So guys, thank you very much for staying until the end of my video. I hope to see you soon again to seduce you again with another review. And I'll be happy if you drop me a comment. Take care, enjoy the spring. See you very soon with my new review. And thumbs on, subscribe to my channel and choose all notification because you're gonna be notified. Bye bye.